Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World at War playing with the SVT-40 here on the map Outskirts. It's absolutely mind-blowing how many long-range gunfights I have here in this gameplay. When I returned to Call of Duty World at War after playing the World War II beta, I was shocked just how different the multiplayer experiences were. This got me to thinking, what would it be like if Sledgehammer were to recreate some of Treyarch's World at War maps for Call of Duty World War II as DLC maps? It makes perfect sense because if you look at it from a historical perspective, every single year you see old fan favorite maps reimagined as DLC. During Advanced Warfare, Sledgehammer Games had to borrow some maps from Infinity Ward to remaster because Advanced Warfare was Sledgehammer's first solo attempt at making a Call of Duty game. They had no back catalog to choose from. And while yes, now they do have Advanced Warfare and they do have a back catalog of maps they could choose from, it really doesn't make a lot of sense for them to remaster Advanced Warfare maps for Call of Duty World War II because every single map in that game was built from the ground up to work with exosuits and advanced movement. This is where Treyarch can come in, right? If Sledgehammer can borrow some World at War maps from Treyarch to remaster, not only would they be able to add some bigger maps to their game, which is definitely a big criticism that the game has right now, but at the same time, they would be giving longtime fans like myself the opportunity to see some of their favorite World War II themed maps remastered about a decade after they were released. This video is going to be counting down my 5 favorite World at War maps I would like to see remastered for Call of Duty World War II, so sit back, relax, and enjoy, and be sure to let me know which maps you hope to see down there in the comment section below. Dome is going to be coming in here at number 5. This map makes perfect sense for Call of Duty World War II. It's a small map, and we all know how much Sledgehammer Games loves small maps, and it's set atop the German Reichstag. Now, in some early promotional material for Call of Duty World War II, we were able to see this, which of course is Sledgehammer Games' co-founder Glenn Schofield, up here atop the Reichstag, so that's definitely kind of telling. Everything just kind of seems to line up perfectly here. The only real quote-unquote problem is this building was fought over by the Germans and the Russians in World War II, not the Americans. Now, it's entirely possible that because the two factions in Call of Duty World War II are simply called Allies and Axis, that we will be seeing Japanese and Russian announcers for specific maps, but that's really yet to be seen. Regardless of narrative perspective, this map would be perfect for Call of Duty World War II, and I am sure that longtime World at War fans are dying to see this map recreated once again, and that's why I came in here at number 5. Upheaval is going to be coming in here at number 4. So this map actually made it into my top 10 most underrated maps in Call of Duty history, and the reason why is when discussing Call of Duty World at War, nobody remembers this map by name, but if you can actually jog their memory a bit, they will eventually remember this map and immediately start reminiscing about how fun it was to actually play. The map itself is large by Call of Duty World War II standards, but it's actually really small by World at War standards. It has some of the most fast-paced action in the entire game. It is perfect for submachine gun play, but it also serves the other weapon categories well, like sniper rifles, LMGs, and even assault rifles, because the map itself has some verticality. There are 6 different 2-story buildings spread all across this map, but you don't really notice them all that much because most of the time, people are just running around on the ground. Now, sort of similar to Dome, we have a bit of an issue when it comes to the narrative perspective of this map. So, Upheaval was actually set in the suburbs of Berlin, and while yes, the Americans are going to be facing the Germans in a lot of these German maps in the game, this particular area was pretty much all Russians versus Germans in World War II. So again, it would be very simple for them to just simply add a Russian announcer and Russian uniforms to the game. We're going to have to see how it plays out, but if they do decide to add Russians to the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer, Upheaval would be a fantastic map, and I'm really hoping to see it reimagined in Call of Duty World War II. CeeLo is going to be coming in here at number 3. Now, longtime fans of my channel knew that this pick was coming because to this day, CeeLo is still my favorite map in Call of Duty history, and it's also the largest map in Call of Duty history. We are set in CeeLo Heights, Germany, which is essentially a small farming community. There is a giant train bridge in the center of the map that kind of divides it in two, and fun fact, this map is so large that when you're playing Search and Destroy, both the attacking and the defending teams spawn on the same side of the map. They only use one half of this map when playing Search and Destroy because it's freaking massive. It features some of the longest sight lines in Call of Duty history, which makes the map fantastic for snipers, man. How cool is this? I get on the train bridge here. I can peek through a crack in the train bridge, and you can see so far away. Like, that line of sight right there is pretty much the length of 2 or 3 Call of Duty World War II maps combined. The map is freaking giant, but don't let that deter you from trying to run around with an assault rifle or a submachine gun. You can actually rush pretty well on this map because there's a lot of cover. There's an entire underground section. There are several buildings here. And in Call of Duty World War II, we have access to so many things that we did not have access to in Call of Duty World at War, such as the Airborne Division, which would make it very easy to rush with a submachine gun. All in all, I really love CeeLo. It's one of my favorite maps in Call of Duty history, and I would absolutely love for it to be featured in Call of Duty World War II because it would be awesome to see the largest map in Call of Duty history return to a game that is known for having some of the smallest maps in Call of Duty history. It would be a great contrast, and all in all, I would really love to see CeeLo return for Call of Duty World War II. Castle is going to be coming in here at number 2. This map is absolutely wonderful. It was a fan favorite map in World at War that for some reason has never been reimagined in the Call of Duty franchise. It was going to be reimagined in Call of Duty Black Ops as the Map War Museum, but it was ultimately cut for unknown reasons. Castle is a map that features a lot of verticality, but it's natural verticality that is interspliced perfectly with flanking routes and options for players of all playstyles. We're set in Imperial Japan on this map, however, and that's kind of the only real issue that we have with this map because, as I've discussed several times here, Call of Duty World War II is primarily Americans versus Germans, and we don't know if the Allied and Axis factions are going to extend to other groups in the game's multiplayer. If they do, it would be very simple for them to just simply add a Japanese announcer in Japanese uniforms, and we would just be absolutely set. I really do hope to see this map reimagined for Call of Duty World War II because of just how unique it would feel. When they designed DLC maps for the Call of Duty franchise, developers tried to make them fun, interesting, and break the monotony of the maps that were shipped with the game. The large, pristine walls that you find here on Castle, also combined with the blooming cherry blossoms and the Japanese architecture, would really set this map apart from the others, and for all these reasons, that's why I'm really hoping to see it reimagined in Call of Duty World War II. Macon is going to be coming in here at number 1. So we have another American versus Japanese map, and we're going to be set on the island of Macon Atoll. This is one of my favorite maps in the Call of Duty franchise. It's so big, yet so fast-paced, and it's incredibly atmospheric. You have the fast-paced action of the middle hut and the walkways juxtaposed with the long flanking routes of the ocean and the jungle. No map in Call of Duty history has ever felt like Macon. Well, besides maybe one other map, but we're going to be discussing that here in a moment. When you're playing on Macon, you're playing on one of the most unique maps in the Call of Duty franchise. We are set in a small Japanese military base on an island in the Pacific, where the water in the ocean actually plays a major role on the map. Not only can you go through the water and use it as a flanking route, but you can also go in there to be quiet because people can't hear you all that well while you're running through the water, and you can also use the water to protect you from attack dogs in Call of Duty World at War, and maybe that would work well in Call of Duty World War II when protecting you from other score streaks. The moonlit sky, of course, also really helps set this map apart from the rest because the Call of Duty franchise rarely features any proper nighttime maps for one reason or another. The best part about Macon is there are actually 2 versions of this map in Call of Duty World at War. One day, out of nowhere, Treyarch released Macon Day as a free DLC maps for fans to download. I remember the exact day it happened. I was in school. I got a text message from Toucan, if you guys remember him, saying they released a new map. It's Macon, but set during the day, and that sounded so cool. I'm like, well, how much does it cost? He's like, it's a free map, and so I could not wait to get out of school, go download the map, and try it. When you're playing on Macon Day, it's actually a little bit different than Macon Night, because as you guys can see, it's actually low tide. They actually changed up the map a little bit, which means you can freely move throughout the water area with no movement penalty whatsoever. This would be an incredible addition to Call of Duty World War II, in my opinion, because it would allow Sledgehammer Games to break new ground by adding in a dynamic map to the Call of Duty multiplayer. You could just name the map Macon, and every time we load in the map, randomize the day and night cycles, right? Have it so it's a complete surprise every time the map is selected, so when we spawn in for the first time on the map, we have no idea which version of it we're going to be playing, and fans can see, oh, wow, we're playing on Macon Day this time, or now we're playing on Macon Night, night, that would be really interesting, man. I'm in love with the idea of day-night cycles in the Call of Duty multiplayer, as well as randomized weather, and I would love to see that slowly but surely implemented into the Call of Duty franchise, and I think reimagining Macon and having both versions of it in Call of Duty World War II would be a very good way for them to start doing that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys here in this video. Thank you so much for listening to my top 5 World at War maps that I would love to see reimagined in Call of Duty World War II. How did I do? I know some of you guys have already wrote out your comments saying that some of my choices were terrible and how I should have went with some other maps, but for me personally, these maps would all make fantastic additions to the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer, so I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.